Hello, I'm Billy the Late Groomer, and welcome to the channel. This is going to be a benchmark test of Valley of Fire by Talbot Shaving and Catie's Bubbles. Because it's a benchmark test, I'm going to be using the Merkur 34C razor, along with an Astra Superior Platinum blade. This is a second use blade, however. I'm changing my test procedure to allow second use blades because I've just got too many of them building up. So I've been soaking about a half teaspoon of the soap in that bowl for, it's probably been there too long, maybe 10 minutes. It's been soaking in room temperature filtered water, just filtered from a Brita filter. Poured out the bloom water, and that's my Vanderhan synthetic brush. It's a 22mm knot. I'm just going to wet it with the bloom water, and then I'm going to start lathering in the bowl. Now, as I started lathering, you'll see it here. It started building up lather rather quickly, but it was a really light, foamy lather. And I was afraid maybe I'd ruined the soap. But it started getting thicker pretty quick. But I think next time I won't. So the way I started this is I mashed the soap down and spread it around at the bottom of the bowl. And it's actually caked on down there pretty good. I don't think I'm going to do that next time. I think what I'll do is I'll smash it into a little disc, then drop it in so water can get under it. Right? I like that it's in one place, but I don't like that it's just not fully hydrated. But anyway, the lather did eventually get really good. I'm at this point I'm very happy with it, and I'm starting to notice really notice the scent. What it made me think of is like some kind of melon, like maybe a honeydew or like canary melon or something, served with like whipped cream on a freshly cut hardwood plank. Like I don't know how else to describe it. It's just got fruity and woody notes, and I'm not sure the melon even captures all the fruit fragrances that I smell there, but that's all I can think of at the moment. Anyway, we get started on the shave. I'm now also changing my benchmark procedure. Well, it's not really a change to the procedure, but I had evolved to doing 2 full passes on the shaves, and I'm going back to my original intent, which was basically 1 full pass plus touch-ups. So maybe like you could call it a 1.5 pass, and that this is the half pass basically can change from shave to shave depending on, you know, what I might have missed or during the first pass. I'm trying to make myself rinse more often, and I'm trying to be careful to not go over the same spots too many times in a row. Although I think I just went over that section like 4 or 5 times. So bad habits are hard to break. But anyway, there's a lot of things about my technique I could improve. I'm also trying to hold the razor a little bit more gently, and reduce the amount of pressure I apply. I think it's actually going pretty good here. This was in the end, and I'm speaking several hours later now, I think this actually turned out to be a really good shave, and I'll tell you more about that in a bit. Seeing as how I'm trying to get the majority of the work done in just 1 pass, I'm now doing basically different sections of my face, either with, across, or against the grain, depending on what I know my face can take. Because some parts of my face are more and neck are more sensitive than others. In other words, I know what I can get away with. And this pattern has changed quite a bit from the last couple I've done, because I'm trying to do it all in one go. And what I was just pointing out there is where I cut my lip 2 days in a row using a Biley 176. What you didn't see or hear me doing there was offering a little prayer to the lords of shaving, that they would please be satisfied with the blood sacrifices I'd offered 2 days in a row. Happily, they seemed to be appeased. If I had cut that spot a 3rd day in a row, I think I might have just thrown out my razor and closed the channel. Anyway, at this point, I'm feeling around my face to see what I might have missed. I didn't miss too much, but there's, you can only do so much in one pass. So I'm kind of deciding where I'm going to spend my touch-up time. So in changing how I do some of this benchmark testing, and these are just minor changes, right? I'm now referring to my benchmark procedure as version 1.1. The focus being on, the focus for me is figuring out what is going to be the most efficient way to get a great shave in the least time with the least irritation. That's one of the big reasons for trying to get this mostly done, get this done in like less than 2 passes. Because I know from experience that if I try to do 3-pass shaves every day or even every other day, my face is going to be hurting at the end of the week. I want to be clean shaven every day, so I'm going to shave every day. And if that means doing 1-pass shaves with touch-ups, that's what I'm going to do. As far as the benchmark tests go, well, as far as this whole benchmarking procedure goes, I chose like the razor, the blades, and the shave foam very deliberately, right? The standard razor is for my tests is the Merkur 34C. The standard blade is Astra Superior Platinum. It was just first use. Now I'm allowing first and second use. And I chose those 2 things, the razor and the blade, because they're very popular. They're both very popular. A lot of people have used or are at least familiar with those 2 things. And then as far as the shave cream goes, the benchmark is, for me, is a Nivea anti-irritation gel, which maybe not everybody is familiar with that, but everybody shaving has probably tried something similar at some point in the past. Maybe if they came from cartridge razors or using disposables or something like that. And as far as gels go, it's actually a very good performer. Anyway, that whole thing where I just washed my face with whatever leftover lather was. And at this point, my face is feeling pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this shave. Now that's, I want to say at this point, that's a few hours ago. Now, here, as I'm applying the alum stick, I'm feeling there's like no irritation on my face. There's like no stinging, very little tingling at all. It feels really good. And I let that sit on there for about 30 seconds, then I rinse it off. And then I immediately went to, after that, with my face still slightly wet, I went to my Stirling Witch Hazel and Aloe with Vetiver in it, to which I'd added a little bit of tea tree oil. I find this treats my face pretty well. And I follow this up with an aftershave balm, Redken Brews. It's pretty good. It feels good. It's got a little bit of menthol in it. It smells a bit like cedar, and it doesn't soak in super quick. But when it does, it leaves my face feeling good. And I can tell you right now, as a summary for this whole shave, my face feels freaking amazing. And I think it was the soap. This Valley of Fire soap left my face feeling really good. I really like this. So thanks a lot. And if you liked the video, hit like, share it, hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks, and bye-bye.